Joe, as we do our NFL Week 7 roundup, got two things I got to say for real, for real. One is I want to issue a public apology to my nephew, George Harmon. He is the only Cincinnati Bengals fan that I know. He was hot with us. I need to get him on here for a What's Your Beef segment because he was hot with us about our AFC North picks. He said we only spent 2 seconds, in his opinion, on the Bengals. Okay. I ain't even going to say who I had picked to win the division. But let's just say it ain't looking good. Okay. But I will issue a public apology to my nephew. The Bengals are showing out. Okay. They could have easily beaten my Green Bay Packers, but it seemed like neither kicker wanted to win the game. We just saw them destroy somebody who we just had so much praise for last week in Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. So I got to give it up to those boys. I want to say that.
I agree.
Secondly, JoJo, I told y'all let the boy go through some stuff first. Talking about old Patrick Mahomes. I said, pump the brakes. I was talking to y'all, but I was really talking to myself as well because I saw it. I did say he reminded me of a young Aaron Rodgers. The mobility, the big arm, throw from all the angles and stuff like that.
True.
But I was like, he ain't been through nothing yet. That guy going through it now. He got a bad defense. He got a bad offensive line.
No run game.
He trying to overcompensate. No run game. And it's not looking good. Those two main things I want to highlight. Now, other than what I got coming up, because you know I'm hot with my goddamn Green Bay Packers from however they got COVID. My Devontae and my goddamn defensive coordinator going into a Thursday night game against the undefeated Arizona Cardinals. But I'm not going to get into all that because y'all see my blood pressure will go up. So just I'm going to hand it off to you.
I'm glad you didn't get into that. I'm going to actually go by division, right?
Okay.
I'll start with the NFC North. Just go ahead and get that out of the way. SOS, same old stuff. Packers leading it. Nobody else really looks like they're going to really challenge them for the division. You know, we saw it coming.
Got a tough stretch coming up, Joe.
Yeah. NFC South. The Bucks just basically they're waiting for the playoffs. The Saints. The Saints they won tonight. But it's like they're squeezing out wins. But that can also show that they're battle tested. You know what I mean? But again, Bucks waiting on the playoffs. NFC East. I know the Cowboys had their bye, but clearly they are rolling. And that's big coming from me because I don't give them any credit. But I will today. They are rolling. NFC West. Arizona is the real deal. And they're basically saying our division is not trash, but we're just better. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, J.J. Watt, they got a soundbite with him saying people need to stop making excuses. We're just better. Let me get on over to this AFC. AFC East, Bills waiting on the playoffs. Nobody's going to challenge them. Not the Patriots, not the Jets, not the Dolphins.
Who mentioned the Patriots were going to do something with them boys?
Yeah, nobody. I mean, I don't think they'll pull the footage. I'm going to go AFC North.
Patriots just had a blowout, though, didn't they?
Yeah, they played the Jets. AFC North, the Bengals. They are the real deal. I saw this from Burrow last year, but of course he didn't really have an offensive line, man. But they got something brewing up there.
All right, my nephew sent me something from Rex Ryan. I think
Okay.
Rex Ryan is an idiot, so I didn't even listen to it. But the headline was that Burrow reminds him of Tom Brady. What do you say about that?
Too early. I'm gonna say too early. But he looks good. Like I was skeptical of him because I only seen him 1 year at LSU,
Mm-hmm.
but he's showing me he's a QB.
Mm-hmm.
He is a quarterback.
Okay.
The Browns are disappointing. People had them up there. So what we got? I did North, I did East, AFC South. Man, I'm guessing Tennessee. But it's like the Colts still look like they could be dangerous, possibly. Because of their defense, though.
How much do you believe in Carson?
Not a lot. Not a lot. I think his familiarity with the offense helps.
Now somebody gonna say, "Well, you got a San Francisco hat on, and they just beat y'all, and you saying you don't believe in him." So what would you say to them?
I don't believe in my team right now. That's what I say. What you think? I wasn't gonna have an answer. I ain't saying much. Okay, AFC West. I will say this. I prematurely call Mahomes Jordan-esque. You would not hear me say that anymore. You would not hear me say that anymore. Because you're right. He's not looking good right now. Mm-hmm. He's under pressure, and he's still trying to give the wild throws. No, bro. Like in baseball, don't be trying to hit the home run, bunt, and get on base. Mm-hmm. No, man. You don't have a run game. Your offensive line is horrible. You don't have a defense. Y'all gonna have to outscore. You're gonna have to start throwing those short passes for that to be your run game at this point. Because they're not letting Tyreek Hill get behind you. They're not letting Mecole Hardman get behind him. Mm-hmm. You gotta take what they're giving you. Mm-hmm. But I would have highlighted the Chargers. Because I'm high on Justin Herbert. But
you have been. You were out there first.
I was out there first.
He was out there.
But the way the Ravens kind of handled them, I'm like, maybe not just yet. Mm-hmm. But that's what I got for the NFL, man. I didn't say much about my team because I've always said, if you want me to boast, you got to give me something to boast about. And they not doing that right now. Shanahan, you on the clock.
Joe, now hold on. Hold on. How you just gonna hop out here and say that?
Wells.
You gonna say I ain't gonna say nothing and then hit us with that?
I just watched that game last night.
Okay.
We were doing a bunch of misdirection runs, and it was working. And Shanahan went away from it. Literally. The Colts linebacker, what's his name? 53.
Darius
Leonard. He literally said the misdirection was giving them problems. He's happy that he went away from it. You want to know where I heard that from before? Because my boy Clay, another Niner fan, he put it in our group. You know where I heard that from, Wells? Honey Badger said it in the Super Bowl. The misdirection was hurting us. We glad they went away from it. Mm-hmm. Shanahan, you on the clock.
Okay. How much longer you got Trey Lance out?
I don't know. They called it a calf injury. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's kind of what Jimmy went through. So I'm gonna say maybe he may be back next week. But if not, he should be back the following.
Do you demand Lance go ahead and play
Absolutely.
Or do you stick with?
I just watched Jimmy last night. Absolutely.
Oh, Joe, they were in a tsunami.
That's fine. The way Jimmy played last night in a tsunami. I seen him play like that when it was 90 degrees outside and straight sunny. I seen him play like that when it was 75 degrees and partly sunny.
Shut your mouth.
It doesn't matter. Jimmy is a backup QB at best. So if I'm going to see that type of game from my QB, I don't mind seeing it from a rookie. I can't see that from an 8-year. I don't even know what year he in at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably 4 years if you take away all the injury games. He really only played probably about 4 years. Enough, man. Enough. Let's go ahead and groom our future. Let's get it going.
Well, I will say this before we get off. It's not looking good for my team on Thursday, the Green Bay Packers. Arizona, America. I don't know if y'all know. Arizona has the #1 scoring defense in the league right now. We know about Kyler Murray. He's electric. We know about DeAndre Hopkins, who is arguably the best receiver in football. We know about A.J. Green, who used to be one of them boys, you know what I'm saying, still serviceable.
Mm-hmm.
We know they got J.J. Watt, but just as a whole, that defense.
They got Zach Ertz also.
And they just picked up Ertz. He ain't the Ertz of a few years ago, but when you got the old boys, he ain't got to be the Ertz of a few years ago.
He don't.
But these boys giving up 16 points.
Is it at Lambeau?
I don't know where is it. Wherever it is, it could be on Mars. I don't know if we got a chance.
No. You got a chance. This is what you have to do.
We got 12.
If it's in Lambeau, it's going to have to snow and snow hard so y'all can slow down their speed.
Yeah, that'll slow them up a little bit. But, Joe, they giving up 16 a game. Now, I will say this. As of right now, we got a top 10 scoring defense. As of right now, we tied with several teams giving up 20.9.
Yeah, I'm not going to add to it Thursday, though.
Shut your mouth. Don't you ain't got to do all that. You ain't got to do that.
All
right. Surprisingly, the Dallas Cowboys got a number 19 scoring defense.
I would have thought they would have been higher.
I would have thought too. That's why I wanted to look at this because, you know, people talking about the turnaround. And they were down in what? This 32 team. Them boys were down maybe 30, 31.
Bottom of the bottom.
Folks acting like they didn't shot up to top 10 or something, but they middle of the pack. But hey, that's kind of like our brother said. With how explosive their offense is, maybe they be middle of the pack, they can do some things. But going forward, I don't know about that. Joe, y'all down at 20.
Listen,
scoring defense.
The defense is not the problem.
Y'all down at 20, Joe.
But this is what I'm saying.
You think your offense putting y'all in bad positions?
Yes. Okay. When the defense time of possession is probably 35 minutes. And it ain't because the other team is staying on the field. It's because our offense is keeping their offense on the field.
Mm-hmm. That's why I say it's ultimate team game. You're right. It all works together. It all works hand in hand. But those numbers are something interesting to look at. America, y'all chime in, tell us what y'all thought about the NFL in this past week. What are your prognostications about the week coming up? Put it on something. My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit StatementTeesLLC.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.